Okay, start over, please.
Okay, I wanted to show how I keep the Experience Builder demo up to date. So I've created a GitHub workflow that checks for upstream commits every day. And if it finds it, then it rebuilds the application. It generates the image and so that the app stays up to date. The other way the app stays up to date is that I commit very little to the template repository. So you can see here, I just have a .gitignore and a patches file. Everything else gets built by the init.sh script. So the first thing the init.sh script does that's important is it generates the composer.json file. And how it does that is it runs this composer setup script and does composer create project. And then it copies the files that are downloaded by composer create project without an installation. So just the composer JSON and the composer lock. Removes the package.log.json, puts those in the app root. Then we do some whatever customization of the composer.json we need to do with composer commands in this file. So you can see we are doing some creating our settings.php using Drupal scaffold, patching it to include the dev panel custom settings, compiling Storybook. We're adding web form libraries that the demo recently began using. At that point, we then run composer update so that we get the latest packages from composer. And that's where the actual installation happens. Create private files directory, the sync directory, a hash salt. And here, because this demo includes running the installer, I have some fancy installation to pre-install as much as we can before we show it to the user. But that would probably not be necessary in your demo. You probably would be using something more like the AI demo for yourself, which I haven't yet updated to run on a schedule. But here is what the code looks like for it. So in the init.sh, it just runs Drush SI. Now, if you're not using a distribution, you'd need to append the profile that you want to install, and then we run Drush commands to do all the customization that we need to do, and then we warm up our caches, and then to prepare the database dumps, we have another file called quick start. So create quick start takes the database dump and the files dump and stores them. And we run this when we generate the image, so we don't actually have to store these in the repository. We can store them in the image. So here I'll show you the GitHub workflow. We're calling this Docker publish action. And that one, and this takes some variables that are available to you if you're in the Drupal Forge organization, or you can set yourself if you're not. This action then does the same, runs the build process that dev panel runs. It creates the app root, it runs the custom package installer, the init script, and the quick start script. And then it packages up and pushes it to Docker Hub. Any questions?
No. I think from what I'm seeing, this looks like it should be, if anything, simpler to set up than the AI demo that you showed me. If I could actually share my screen.
Okay.
Just here we go. So that so essentially the steps that are right now involved in applying this event platform starter are a series of Drush commands, and it looks like it's a smaller number than are in the AI demo that you showed. So I just wrap those into like it sounds like an init shell script, and then those would get run automatically. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so are the like that the AI demo that you showed, is that a public repo?
Yes, that's the public repo, so that's a good example to use.
Okay. Yeah, so I can definitely go by that and then get a repo set up. Now, you said it's probably easier for you if that's set up in GitHub.
Yes, because we have our scripts already there, and I haven't had time to work on any scripts for GitLab.
Okay. No, that's should be fine. I mean, GitLab is what I tend to use just because I used to work at a place that was all GitLab, but I also have a GitHub account. I mean, it may take a little collaboration to, before the script is 100% ready for you guys, but no, this has been really helpful. So,
do you have a GitHub username that I can add to our Drupal Forge organization?
I'm certain that I have at least one.
Okay. Well, if you send me the one you want to use, I'll add it so you can create your repository.
Okay, sounds good.